Hello and welcome to another TSR quick start kind of tutorial video. I'm not really sure what you can call these because I just do them randomly and they're not really part of any series. But today we're going to be talking about Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and we're going to be focusing on one specific little thing that's not really competitive related, but it's fun. It's in the game. You can mess around with it, and that's bunny hopping. So let's switch over to the game and. Okay, so I'm going to preface this with, when I first was told about bunny hopping, I was told that it's basically really complicated. Like, you have to do this special thing where you, like, do a figure eight with your mouse, and you gotta be strafing left and right at the right time, so I'm in the figure eight, and jumping, and all this stuff. And I tried it, like, a long time ago in Source, and I was like, what in the hell, this is so hard, blah, 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 blah. So I just stopped, gave up, didn't really care. Well, in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I was like, you know what? I'm playing this game more. I like the matchmaking. I'm gonna like figure out some of these other little things that I never bothered to figure out in Source, like surfing and bunny hopping. So I do have a surfing video up, although it's at the other channel. It's at like /Perlox5. That's my original old like gaming channel. I think that's where it is. I have multiple channels. I'm mixing up where I put videos, but all future gaming will go here at Spawn Room. Anyway. In this video, we're going to be focusing on bunny hopping, and it's actually really easy. And like, I wish I would have known this from the get-go, but what you're going to want to do is go to your settings, go to controls, and switch jump to mouse wheel down. This will make it infinitely easier. Now, of course, you probably don't want to leave it this way because mouse wheel down is normally switch weapon, and you're probably used to that and all that stuff, and you're going to get confused trying to jump. So it's probably you're probably not going to want to use this in competitive, at least not at first. But for the time being, if you're just learning, you're going to want to switch jump to mouse wheel down. And I'm not like sure exactly what's going on, like technically in the background. But what I'm assuming is that you can only really press spacebar fast enough, like you can't really spam it as well as you can with mouse wheel down. When you scroll with mouse wheel down, I'm assuming that it's probably sending a jump command at like the fastest interval possible. And that allows you to, like, the moment you hit the ground, you can jump immediately. Whereas with spacebar, it's probably like, because of human error, you're going to kind of miss it a little bit, and it's going to make bunny hopping close to impossible unless you know what you're doing. Okay, so bunny hopping. How do you do it? Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is just kind of get used to jumping with mouse wheel down. Like, as you're moving, basically constantly be scrolling it. I mean, really, that's all you can basically do it as simple as that. If you want to like practice a little bit more, maybe like getting used to the spacebar method, maybe you want to try and press mouse wheel down just as you're hitting the ground, just to kind of get into the rhythm of things. Then what you're going to want to do is, as you're jumping forward, you're going to want to strafe to one side, so either D or A. So I'm going to do D. So I'm going to jump and press and hold D and A at the same time. So I'm kind of like, right now I'm jumping to the right, as you can see. And every time I come down, I'm jumping the moment I hit the ground. So like this, as you can kind of see. So technically right now, I am actually like bunny hopping at this point. But that's not really that useful, right? We don't want to always just be moving to the one side. And that's where you'll want to hit D, now hold A. Like, you want to like alternate back and forth, okay? And that's where you can start to like travel much quicker. And as you can see, I'm also moving the mouse with it. That just kind of like, I mean, I think, let's see, you actually could probably just leave the mouse forward, but as you can see, you kind of move a lot slower. So as you get into the rhythm of things, you'll probably just kind of naturally want to move the mouse with the way you're jumping. And as you can see, this is in a classic competitive local host. I haven't changed any variables. It's just like whatever the defaults are. And you can basically travel probably about as fast as you can run, except for right there. As you can see, with the kind of practical element of this is that when you're going down ramps, sometimes you can hit it just right, where you can actually pick up more speed than what I would assume you can run. I think there's some videos out there by like other people. I think like Wizenhunt did one where he was trying to compare like the bunny hopping speed to run speed. And I think in certain situations it is faster. And as many people know, Valve added like a stamina system where if you like press crouch a bunch of times, it goes slower and slower. That's supposed to make it harder to spam things, like so you can't bunny hop and get ridiculous speed, because before you could actually like, you know, it would be T-spawn up here, and you'd start to you get like some pro bunny hopper who'd be like just bunny hopping all the way down here, and everybody would be like running like normal, and he'd already be way up in front, and then, you know, CTs would come around this corner, and he'd already be like right here and be able to take them out. And if you get someone who's really good at bunny hopping, it's kind of like unfair, I guess. Um, but in CS:GO, I mean, you can still do it. It's probably not quite as useful as it was, but as I said, you can gain a bit of extra speed down ramps. You can also just surprise your enemies. Maybe you don't want to do this in competitive matches because it's probably not worth it, right? If you're focusing a bunch of effort on bunny hopping, you're still probably going to get killed by good players. I mean, it's better to come around the corner and be shooting your gun than bunny hopping around and trying to like shoot and jump or something like that. It's really not going to work out. However, another useful place it could come in is that there's an opper looking there. I probably crossed this path faster, and I'm moving up and down, so it's going to be a harder target to shoot. So there's a little bit of a strategic element, perhaps. Yeah, you probably use this more in a classic casual setting. Just, you know, or like I like to do it in DM servers when you're constantly spawning with weapons, and you can be jumping around, and people are like, what the hell? They can't, like, it's harder for them to hit you, and I don't know, that sort of thing. It's kind of fun to do. So give it a shot. Just so you're running forward, holding B, A, B, A, B. I'm not doing anything really special with my mouse besides looking back and forth. I'm not doing any fancy figure eight. I'm just pressing A and B back and forth. You can I guess you can optionally hold W if you want. Although that is kind of screwing it up. It's making me block like more forward than strafing back there. So actually, so like right now I'm just alternating between A and B. So yeah, just give it a shot. It's much easier than you think it is. I thought it was supposed to be like way harder until I switched. Literally everything changed when I switched my jump key to mouse wheel down. So. Last note, it also works really good on like surfing servers where they actually have server variables change, where they don't have the stamina thing, or I think they actually change things where it makes it even like more of a benefit. Like you can travel extremely fast via bunny hopping. So yeah, give it a try. See what you think. See if you can do it, and hopefully that helps you figure it out. So thanks for watching as always. Consider subscribing above, and hopefully I'll be around to make new videos soon. I've been like super busy. It's like been all hectic and all that stuff, so I haven't been able to like really do any YouTube content. But I'm gonna hopefully get back to doing some strategy stuff and all that great jazz. Also be sure to check out notdeaf.com or actually just go to notdeaf.com. It's got all this stuff there. That's my other YouTube channel where I talk about like enlightenment kind of stuff. It's like philosophy and things like that, if you're interested in that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm blabbing. Talk to you later. See ya.